Let's get it started. You good? Can you hear us okay? Can you hear us? Test Marcus, see if you can hear us okay, Marcus. Do a one in the chat, Marcus. Can you hear us?
Hey, Marcus, can you put a one in the chat if you can?
That's what I said. Huh? Okay, good. Shalom, Israel. We're the Isupk, start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana, start off 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're teaching the Lashawan Kwadas class here this morning, and from South Carolina, and we're glad that people checking in and joining. So we have Marcus in class. Well, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. This is who we come to teach. To get to separate from these other nations, man, so that we can be an understanding of who we are. So our Sabbath services, of course, we're going to be in here on Exodus chapter 20 here in a second here, and glad you guys can join us. And we're going to Amadyam, call up the first candidate.
Kazamar, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala.
Kazamar, Banya Hawada, Banya Sharala.
Yahabashim Yashab Brakatam.
Yahabashim Yashab Rakatah. Blow the horn.
Ayashala.
Ayashala. So Lahakwiyam means turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Oh, sorry. Yeah, get the scrolls.
I know it's missing something. I feel empty.
You're right. So Lahakwiyam. Slakia. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malatuka. Daba'ah. Ratazai. Ayah. Ashah. Ratazah. Nawah. Ayah. Shemayim. Dalanawa. Nakam. Call. Yawam. Salakinawa. Awawapinawa. Salakinawa. Awawapinawa. Wala'ah. Aba'ayanawa. Anasayawa. Abal. Awashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Akah. Malakwa, Wahalab, Wahaparaf, the Alanyam, Aman. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Akak the power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bab Kushah, Thalanawa, Akak, Larpa'ah, Akak Malakah, Akal Narawa, Akak, Latahar, Amatsariam, Akak, Lahakwiyam, Amatyam, Akak, Arakawaf, Amatala, Lagarsham, Bashim Yahushua, the water. Aman. What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
give us the power.
give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
Power to
spirits.
cast them out.
Power to cast
in the
them
name
out.
of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shai. Barakanawa. Washarala. Wayah. Shapariam. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All the generals.
All the generals.
All the captains.
All the captains.
All the officers.
All the officers.
All the troopers.
All the troopers.
All the sisters.
All the sisters.
All the students.
All the students.
The house of Ashai Ya'ala.
House of Ashai Ya'ala.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
All of the generals.
All of the generals.
All of the captains.
All the captains.
All the officers.
All the officers.
All of the troopers.
All the troopers.
And all of their families.
All their families.
Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Bashim Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
What we said in Hebrew, we say in the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and
your
protect
loved ones.
our loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Awariam,
Awariam,
Mahayan,
Mahayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azaria,
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 Ma'aim,
Ma'aim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Asha,
Asha,
Ashama,
Ashama,
Arataza,
Arataza,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Magalyaka,
Magalyaka,
Ayinawam,
Ayinawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'ah,
Hanala'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Bala'ah,
Bala'ah,
Ayashan,
Ayashan,
Ashamar,
Ashamar,
Asharala,
Asharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ashamarka,
Ashamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yamamam,
Yamamam,
Ashamash,
Ashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Alayala,
Alayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Pashka,
Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'atka,
Taza'atka,
Waba'atka,
Waba'atka,
Ma'ata,
Ma'ata,
Ma'aid,
Ayai,
Awalam.
Awalam.
We said it in Hebrew. We said in English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will
to
lift up my
the
eyes
hills,
to the hills,
which cometh my help.
which cometh my
My
help.
help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh
which
from the Lord.
made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He would not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He would not suffer thy foot
He
to be
that
moved.
keepeth thee
He that
will
keepeth
not
thee
slumber.
shall not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber
The
nor
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade in thy right hand.
The Lord is thy
The
shade
sun
upon
shall
thy right
not
hand.
smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve
And thy
going out
coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even
and
forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adamiyab,
Adamiyab,
Laka,
Laka,
Atakarash,
Atarash,
All,
All,
Nashakwat,
Nashakwat,
All,
All,
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabadika,
Awabadika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawab,
Yawab,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Alaka,
Laka,
Yarmiyawab,
Yarmiyawab,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata,
Wayata,
Atazawa,
Atazawa,
Atazawanyaka,
Atazawanyaka,
Ramawab,
Ramawab,
Lakaka,
Lakaka,
Anakakada,
Anakaka,
Magaya,
Magaya,
Ala'a,
Ala'a,
Yakazar,
Yakazar,
Sham,
Sham,
Yashurala,
Yashurala,
Awada,
Awada,
Aya,
Aya,
Yatazawa,
Yatazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Bariaf,
Bariaf,
Yakarafwa,
Yakaraf,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adamwam,
One.
Washam, Wa,
Watch, watch.
Salaki, Wa,
Watch.
Shamai,
Shamai,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Wahagaria,
Wahagaria,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wamawan,
Wamawan,
Wamalak,
Wamalak,
Balashat,
Balashat,
Amyashabika,
Amyashabika,
Nazawar,
Nazawar,
Namashawar,
Nazawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Banyalawat,
Banyalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasa,
Kasa,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kabadian,
Kabadian,
Barakal,
Barakal,
Kwashwan,
Kwashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Ka'arab,
Ka'arab,
Wakadazbak,
Wakadazbak,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakadazal,
Wakadazal,
Lada'ai, Call Nasakam Yakamwa,
Call Nasakama,
Call Nasa,
Nasa,
Yakamwa,
Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nasharasha,
Nasharasha,
Manawa,
Manawa,
Af, Nawaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagaya, Kwash, Lapanya, Raka'ah, Ka'ash, Saba'arya, Ara, Walakabah, Balahat, Awariam, Khan, Daradakma, Masa'araka, Wabasa, Wabathka, Kalahalam, Mala'ah, Manyaham, Walawan, Waya, Makwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Mahalwa, Ayai, Waya, Karaparwa, Waya, Abadawa, Waya, Awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Akol, Arataza. Sir? Scrolls down. Shabya means be seated. Where we at? Exodus 20? 20 and 18. We're going to pick it up in the Hebrew, read 7 verses, right?
Okay.
Right.
Exodus 20, verse 18. Waya, Ahmad, Ha'aim, Marakwak, Wamasha.
18.
Yeah.
Exodus 20 and 18.
Yeah. You see the 20, right?
Exodus 20 and 18.
This book right here, yeah, correct. It's like, oh, yeah, you're correct.
Exodus 20 and 18. Go ahead. Let's get it.
Waya, Ahmad, Ha'aim, Marakwak, Wamasha, Nagash, Al, Ha'ai, Rapal, Ashar, Shum, Ha'a, Lahayim, Kayat, Mak, no, Man, Hasham Ya, the bar Rathaya, Amakam, verse 20. It's like La'a, the I Shawak, Ataya, Alahaya, Kasa, Walahaya, Zahab, La'a, the I Shawa, Lakam, verse 21. Mazabaka, Adama, it's like Adama, the Aisha, Laya, Wazab, Bakath, Alayawa, Ath, Ala Thayak, Wa'ath, Shalah Mayak, Ath, Taza, Anak, Wa'ath, Bakwa Rak, Bakal, Hamak Kwawam, Ashar, Azah Kayam, Ath, Shamaya, Abawa, Alayak, Waba, Rakath, Akath Yak. Verse 22. Wa'am, Mazabak, Abanayam, the Aisha, ya, la'a, tapa, tapana, ata, ataha. Okay. Atan, gazayath, kaya, kara, bak, takara. So like takarabak. No. Karabak, hanapath, alaya, wata, kala, la'a. No, it's like, let me read that again. Wata, kala, la. Verse 23. Wala'a, ta'ila, bama, alath, il, mazah, bakaya, ashar, la'a, daga, la'a, dagala, ira, watak, Allah, yawa. Exodus 21, verse 1. Wa'ala, hama, shapa, tayam, asha, lashayam, lapa, nayam. Verse 2. Kaya, dakwa na, abad, Abba, Raya, Shasha, Shanayim, Ya'ai, Bad, Waba, Shabai, Aith, Yataza, Laka, Pashaya, Kanam. Verse 3.
Got 7 verses.
Oh, you got one more.
Verse 3. Bakapawa, Yaba'a, Baga, Pawa, Yataza'a, Ba'il, Asha, Hawa'a, Wayataza, Aha, Asha, Tawa, Amawa. Verse 4. Ada, Wayawa, Yatak, Lawa, Asha, Wayal, Lada, Lawa, Banayum, Awa, Banawa, Ha'asha, Waya, Adayaha, Daha, Yaha, La'a, Danaya, Lahawa'a, Yataza'a, Baga, Pawa.
Good. Let's get it and read it in Exodus. Yeah, what we're 2018. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna read where Moses had received these commandments. How many? There's 613 commandments, law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. And of course, the Most High has given this 10 here special commandments, or not necessarily special, just commandments that He gave Moses coming off. And I'm pretty sure Moses would have had all of them, but the people, of course, when he went up there, I'm pretty sure that all the people heard Moses. I mean, if you can go back and read all of them, it says, "Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, and it kept on and on and on and on. You know, all the law, statutes, and commandments, and that we had to go through. But there are more than just these 10 here. We got comments in the chapter.
Sir.
Right.
Just Shar saying like Shala and Matayala checking in.
Okay, good.
And the new brother Quan,
The Quan?
No, Quan.
Quan Carson?
A lot. Yeah, come.
Right, gotcha. Glad to have you here. It was a Hebrew class last night too. Appreciate that. Go ahead, start reading verse 18, 20 and 18.
Exodus 20 and 18.
Right.
And all the people saw the thundering and the lightning and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
Yeah, they were afraid. I mean, you know, there's different types of fear, but these people here were like, you know, in awe but they were actually they're to fear, to be afraid. You know, they were scared. They were wondering because they didn't see this. They were wondering what's going on. You're talking about the Most High sending His angels. And what's happening up here? All the people saw the thunderings, man. There were thunderings up there.
Right.
People were scared because he had told only Moses and his brother to go up there because all the rest of his Levites and even the priests couldn't even go up there on this mountain, man. The Most High ain't playing around. When He says something, that's what He means, you know. Matter of fact, it says set a bounds around this. No one else can go up here on these mountains. And that's the scene. That's the setting here. That Moses and Aaron went up there, and but all the thunders and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet. You think this trumpet that this brother was blowing here this morning was something, man? They had a trumpet sounding, right?
Right.
A trumpet, and the mountains are smoking and all this stuff. I'd kind of be afraid myself, right?
Right.
You know, and when the people saw it, they removed. What does that mean? Good.
They backed up.
They backed up. They removed themselves from the spot they were in. They removed. They got out of there, man, and stood in the Bible. And it tells you what it means. Read what it says. It stood in Ashah.
And when the people saw it,
they saw, yeah.
And when the people saw it,
right,
they removed and stood afar off.
They stood how far?
Afar off.
Afar off, because they were afraid. You know, they were afraid of what was going on up in that mountain, man. This is some holy stuff going on up in here. Because the Most High was giving some commandments to the people. Go ahead, finish reading.
Verse 19. Verse 19. And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die.
Yeah, that was what did he say? He say, Moses, you speak with us, because they don't want, because everything they heard, man, I'm pretty sure was a churning in their stomach, man. There's one that says, don't let God speak to them. Was God really speaking to them? Well, who was that up there speaking to him? Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could. The angels.
The angels. That's a clap that for the right. Those are His messengers, man. And they said, speak not to them. In other words, when the Most High give them an order, they give a terrible. They were hearing says, speak not, what, read it again? And they said, verse 19?
Verse 19. And they said unto Moses,
right,
speak thou with us.
Right.
And we will hear,
right,
but let not God speak with us, lest we die.
Yeah. In other words, the people, man, did hard-headed coming out of there, seeing all of the things that they've done to the Pharaoh, the Hamites and the Africans, and they still wasn't convinced and understood and have the fear in their proper fear in their heart. The fear in this case, what they needed was reverence. You know, they didn't even have that, and so they said, so they didn't want to hear. It says, but let not God speak to us. Let not Yahweh speak to us, man. Lest we what?
Lest we die.
Lest we die, man. We got some other people checking in the chat too.
Tikva, my real, and the sisters of Mar, can't believe the real.
Right. Glad to have the sisters in class. Right, absolutely. Sister Mar and who else? Tikva. Glad to have you, class. Finish reading. Lest we die. Read verse. Well, I was going to say, you know, they had they still hadn't gotten convinced that the Lord is who they needed to be paying attention to. And Moses was simply giving them the law through the Most High was the messengers were giving the law to Moses, man.
Right.
And Moses was giving the law to them and said they were ready to hear it, like I'm talking to you, instead of the Most High, because they got scared. But finish reading.
Verse 20. And Moses said unto the people,
Right.
Fear not.
He said what?
Fear not.
What?
Fear not.
He said, fear not. In other words, don't be afraid. That's the fear that you're talking about here. Don't be afraid.
Right.
In other words, if you keeping the statutes and commandments of the Most High, you don't need to be afraid anyway in your everyday life, right?
Right.
If you don't, fear not, right? Yeah, go ahead.
And that's heavy that you say that too, because you got a lot of Christians. They say we in the last days. They so worried. They be like, oh, the rapture and all this and all this, Houdini stuff. And it's like, if you're doing right, what you fearing?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, you should be happy when the Lord comes.
Exactly. Just make it up stuff.
Right.
We talking about people of our 12 tribes, of course.
Right.
We don't even care about get the thing. We don't even care about your we don't even care about the other people. We don't care about how they view it and how they look at it. We don't care about all we care about is our 12 tribes and what, like you said, they come up with all this magic and abracadabra and make up stuff, not realizing that if you ain't doing nothing, you're supposed to be sitting up in Isupk obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's your duty.
Right.
That's your duty. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Finish reading. Where we at? Verse 20?
Come.
Uh-huh.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And Moses said unto the people, Fear not.
He said, don't be afraid. Finish reading.
For God is come to prove you.
To what?
Prove you.
To what?
Prove you.
The Bible says that the Most High has come to prove you. Like the Bible says, prove me now here with Lord saith the Lord. If I will not pour out. So what does it mean to prove them? What does that mean? Raise your hand. Tell me what that means when it says come to prove you. Go ahead.
For me, means to give you a test, a trial.
Exactly. Clap it up. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what. And then look up that word. Look up that word prove. That's what it is. It's to give you a test, man.
Right.
To give you a trial. And that's what to see. Why would the Most High want to give you a test and a trial? Look that word up for me. Go ahead.
If I could,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Nah, he'll give you a test or a trial to see, see what you're gonna do if you're, up for the fight.
Right.
If you can, persevere and endure.
All right, clap it up. To see if you fit for the kingdom, right?
Right. Come on.
That's what. Go ahead, Ashok.
Prove. Demonstrate the truth or existence of something by evidence or argument.
Exactly. It says, and it's another definition of it. It says to test, to try, to prove, to tempt, to say, to put to proof, or a test.
Right.
The Most High is testing you here, man, to see if you are fit for this kingdom. You don't just walk and say, "Oh, I'm ready," like the Christians say. I'm ready. And the one say, "Well, we don't want nobody up here stealing everything up in here. We don't want no gays up in here."
Right.
What else? We don't need no people that's gonna go around eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster up in here. The Most High said He's gonna prove you. What did He say? He said prove, right?
Okay.
Read that again. Verse 20. Slocky.
Verse 20.
Right.
And Moses said unto the people,
Right.
Fear not,
Right.
for God is come to prove you,
Right. Finish reading.
and that His fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not.
Right. And the fear in this sense is that His reverence or fear. When you fear the Most High, you're reverencing Him, man. You're having respect for Him. Realize that He can take you out with a snap.
Right.
Realize that He is God. He's sovereign, man. He's you fear Him, and He can do what He needs to do. He's God. He makes the rules. Right. We follow the commandments. When He said, "I command," that's what He's doing for His children. When He said to fear the Most High, that's to reverence Him. That's what that means. Look up. We looked that up. Look up fear. Just look that up. I had it right here. Let me see. I think I'll find. Let me do it again. I think I got it right here. What I say? Fear. Okay. Yeah, we talked about it before. To fear, to revere, to be afraid of. In other words, to in reverence, to want to fear him, right? To stand in awe, to be reverenced, to honor, to respect him. Now you ain't respecting the Lord if you going around there grabbing a piece of pork and eating it, are you?
Right.
You ain't really respecting the Lord if you going around here making all these women out here hoes, are you? You and women, you ain't respecting the Lord if you going out here making being a hoe. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
You ain't respectable if you go around here being a drunk on your watch of Shamar. Or just wake up, give me another drink. That's a drunk.
Right.
You ain't fearing the Lord. You supposed to have reverence before the Lord. How you gonna even hear order, or how you gonna do right unless you can listen to the Most High? Can't do it if you're drunk.
Right.
Can't do it if you're hoe. Can't do it if you're homosexual. The Most High, they don't hear your prayers of the sinners, does it? That's what the Most High said. I don't even hear you.
Right.
I don't even hear you. You know, you got comments in the chat. Yeah, you know, he don't even hear you. So where we at? Read that. Prove you. Read that again. I'm sorry. I like this. Go ahead. Read that again.
Verse 20. And Moses said unto the people, fear not.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Go ahead.
For God is come to prove you.
Going to test you. Okay. Go and make it. In other words, say what you say. Mean what you say. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And that his fear may be before your faces.
Right. That his reverence. That his respect. In other words, out of your face and what you do should come reverence and respect. And that you what?
That you sin not.
That you sin not. That's how you know when you fear him in reverence and respect. That you sin not.
Right.
That's how you know. Matter of fact, that is the measure. Right?
Right. Come on.
That is the measure. Where we at? Verse 21. How far we go? Where you stop at?
Yeah. Stopped at like 4.
Go ahead. Read 21.
Verse 21.
Right.
And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was.
Right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven.
Right. Now, yes, they said, the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children, right, of Israel. Yeah, in other words, he told Moses to say, the angels of the Lord got this message from the Lord. They say, you're going to tell the children of Israel. Read verse 22 again.
Verse 22.
Right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel,
right,
ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven.
And yeah, have talked with you from heaven. He's really talking to him from heaven. The angels are giving him the message.
Right.
That the Most High was going to give him through because the Most High resides in heaven, man. You know, that fourth dimension.
Right.
And then so the angels, which get the message from the Lord, they're giving it to Moses. You know, and it says, and that's what the people. You have seen that I have talked with you. In other words, Moses, you've seen I talked with you, right? Verse 23.
Verse 23.
Right.
Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold.
Right. No gods of silver, man. What does this mean here? You're saying, in other words, we take like what's a god, man? If you take something, make another god, what is that? Go ahead.
Something you worship, something you willing to give up your law, statutes, and commandments for.
Clap it up. That's good. That's a good clap. Like a rock. Mm-hmm. like the Muslims on a rock, like a statue.
Like the meteorite.
Like the meteorite floating out of space somewhere. They coming up here. Yo, go ahead.
Don't forget the weed.
And then and the weed, they making that, they take it, burn it, put it to their lips, right, and it just come on out there. And then the weed, they smoking this, and pills and any kind of thing. You make these things gods, man,
right,
before the Most High doesn't want that. Read that verse again right there.
Verse 23.
Right.
Ye shall not make with me gods of silver.
Right.
Neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold.
Right. Back then they were, they had real silver and gold, man, and they were fashioning gods of these. And where they get these gods from? Where do you think they get them from? You think they just came up with this stuff?
Heck no.
So raise your hand. Go ahead.
If I make that, they brought it with them right out of captivity in Egypt.
Mm-hmm. And where they get that from? Out of captivity, right?
Right.
So who have? Where'd they get the idea to worship something else?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Go ahead.
The heathens.
From where?
From the heathens.
From the heathens. From these heathen nations, man. The Hamites, they had all kinds of god, man. They had Isis, the sun gods, and what else?
Man,
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, in Africa they got over 900 and something god, 990 gods.
Yeah.
Exactly. 900 and some gods, man. And ain't no telling, and it's thousands of gods.
Right.
You can take a pen. Say this pen always got me to pass all the tests. This is now my god. It ain't got no ink. And I'm just gonna start writing with it. I can't write no more, so I'll put it up here. Hell, it done faded away. Oh, it done broke. I ain't gonna throw it in the trash. Put some tape around. That's my god. I mean, I'm just being facetious, but I'm just saying that's how people look at gods, an inanimate object that can neither talk or hear. You got that? You can find that.
Oh.
That scripture that I think it's neither talk or hear. I can't remember. They have no, not you. Neither talk or hear. These gods that neither talk nor hear, and they have no. They have no. Yeah, we have no, these gods can't speak. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. They can't serve nothing. They can't do nothing. Of course, we're gonna go on with class, but we're gonna abbreviate it a little bit because we have a major council today. So, but anyway, we're gonna keep going for right now. But those gods, man, they don't have any way of communicating with you. That's just a statue can't say nothing to you. You find something?
I don't know if this is the correct one.
What you got? What we got?
Matthew 13:13.
What it say?
Therefore I speak to them in parables,
Right.
because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear.
No, that's not it. That's not the one. No, that's talking about the Pharisees and people who don't want to listen to the Most High. But anyway, I'll find it for another. It's talking about the gods that it's talking about real God, and they speak but they do not hear. They dumb idols is what the Bible calls it, I believe. Look up dumb idols. Go ahead.
I have another one
Yeah.
coming out of Psalms 115:5.
Yeah, read that.
They have mouths.
That's it. Read that one. Tell
They
me
have
that.
mouths. Oh, Psalms 115:5.
Right.
They have mouths, but they speak not.
They have mouths. He's talking about they're talking about these gods, right? Go ahead. Finish reading.
Eyes have they, but they see not.
Dog, we're doing the precept to Exodus 20 and 23. Eyes, but they do not what? They don't
See
even
not.
see.
Right.
Go ahead. Finish reading.
That was it, sir.
That's it. Read that again.
Psalms 115:5.
Right.
They have mouths, but they speak not.
Right.
Eyes have they, but they see not.
Right. Now that may not be the one. Read above that. What is that? Read above that. What's that say? Maybe talking about. Read. What's the verse above that?
What's going on, Bible, sir? What's going on?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, but that may be the one where they have the people, where he's talking to the Pharisaical again, where they got eyes, but they don't even see what they're saying, and they got ears, they don't even listen to the truth, they ain't even hearing it. But I'm talking about real inanimate objects, like when he talks about dumb idols and dumb gods. But anyway, finish reading.
Verse 24.
Right.
An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me,
Right.
And shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings.
Right. What does it say? An altar of earth? A ratazah, right? He didn't want no stone, right? He didn't want no material that you can sit up here and idolize like that, because the stone and all the earth is going to deteriorate back again.
Right.
It's a temporary use for that. It said what now? An altar of what?
An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me.
Right.
And shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings.
Right.
And thy peace offerings.
Right.
Thy sheep and thy oxen in all places. Where I record my name, I will come upon thee, and I will bless thee. Verse 25.
Right.
And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone.
Right. An altar of stone, right?
Gonna come.
Right. That's what it means, an altar of stone. So in other words, the Most High is saying, he's telling you, he don't want no gods of silver and gold. You know, he wants the earthen altar, man. That's what he wants. Read one more and then we'll conclude it here. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not build it of hewn stone, for if thou lift up thy tool upon it,
right,
thou hast polluted.
And a hewn stone means what? Means you don't want you to cut it.
All right.
Just grab that stone, whatever it is, and place it and put it in place. That's what it's saying, right?
Okay.
That's what it's saying. So we're going to conclude Sabbath service, get ready for our next service here. Imagine. Blow the horn. Ooh. Read the scrolls. So Lahakwim, turn to face the east. Lord's Prayer, Abanawa, Bashemaya, Madash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Alatuka, Taba'ah, Chaazaq, Ayah, Aisha, Aratazah, Awah, Ayah, Bashemaya, Dalanawa, Lakam, Call Yawan, Wasalakinawa, Awapinawa, Wasalakinawa, Awapinawa, Ala'ah, Abayanawa, Anasayawan, Abal, Awashayanawa, Ayah, Rai, Gaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, the par of Alanya. Aman. We say in the Hebrew, we say in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, the glory, forever. So be it. Cock to power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Babu Kushah, Thalanawa, Hakak, Arpa'ah, Malakah, Kal Marawah, Hakak, Alkahar, Hamatazariam, Hakak, Hakwil, Hamatyam, Hakak, Harakawah, Hamatala, Lagarsham, Bashim Yahushai, the what? Aman. We said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power, power to heal, all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Barakanawa, Masharala, Ayabaya, Safaria, Barak, Rapa'ah, Agan, Bashim Yahushai, the water. Amen. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushai, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharariam, Ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Asha, Shema, Aratazah, Ayatan, Amawat, Magalika, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Anawam, Bala'ah, Ayashad, Shemarka, Asherala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayai, Yamyanka, Yamamam, Ashamash, Na'ah, Yakaka, Ayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Karai, Shemar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Shemar, Tasa'aka, Wabawaka, Mata, Wa'aid, Abalam. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Most High. Which made the heaven and earth. Even not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forward and forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahaya, Adamiyab, Laka, Atakarash, Wayal, Lashikwash, All, Kayahana, Awabajika, Yahamayan, Ra'ash, Amaka, Yamarwa, Sawadab, Wayata, Yatazawa, Atazawanyaka, Amrawa, Lakawa, Manakakada, Magaya, Mala'a, Yazakar, Sham, Yasharala, Lawada, Kayak, Natazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyalka, Barak, Yakarawa, Alahaya, Arawam, Wa Shamai, Alahaya, Mawaba, Wagariam, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Walasha, Am Yashab Yaka, Tazawar, Tamashawar, Nalawa, Mam, Hayuwa, Sarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Asha, Shaham, Kamadiam, Kasasara, Kanaba, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kwashwan, Nashamwadwa, Bayan, Ara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'arab, Wakazaba, Wakazal, Mana'at, Kal Nasakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nasharasha, Nawaf, Nawaf, Alahaya, Salatamwa, Kagaya, Kawash, Panya, Raka'ah, Rabaari, Ira, Wakalaba, Alahat, Ararium, Kantardakma, Basarika, Basabab, Bapatka, Rabahalam, Mala'ah, Banyaham, Balawan, Waya, Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Ayai, Waya, Arapawa, Waya, Abawa, Waya Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayayan, Al-Kol, Aratazah. Sir. Scrolls down. This concludes our Sabbath services. Yeah, it's like. Let's salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakiyah.
This concludes our Sabbath services. The water. We give a salute. We're going to salute to all of our brothers. first. Yeah, Ma'am Shabbat, Amajim, Rock, how about Shimmy, how shy, stop. We're going to give a salute to all our sisters. Ma'am Shabbat, Mariam, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Allah Shimmy, how shy. With that we say, Shalom.